Any given afternoon, you can catch a hollow. Honestly, it's the same out in Richmond, Virginia or California, either state you can get it. I done seen everywhere from Russia to Delaware. Trust me, I'm well aware. Barcelona to Bel Air, Petty to the Detroit. Don't tell him he saw how heavily he balls. Every project, every seashore. And I ain't content trying to see more nomadic. I probably wind up alone. All it takes is a melody to remind me of home.
I've been in New York,
come on,
Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, two teams coming off tough losses a week ago and want to turn things back around today. It's the Saints going up against the Panthers. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 6 matchup.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Here's Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Brissett. And it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly. Yeah,
usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 there. And that leads to a New Orleans first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Shift together here from the D-line. He'll look to throw. And he's got it over the middle. Flainer. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Fresh set of downs here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 3 yards to go here on second down. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Josh Hill, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. And the play clock's running down. Just beating the play clock. Stafford. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pick up there at 22. The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Big 20, big 20. We're rolling. 32.
Stafford on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Hey, 22. My boy, 32.
Slot man moves right. On first down, it's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but for the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations.
You're trying to play through the receiver to the football. If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call interference.
Now a play fake here on first down. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down, here's Stafford. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 5. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So they're operating in the red zone. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's Stafford now on second down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Play clock winding down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Their big tight end. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Brissett. Left side and caught by Flainer. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Here's Brissett. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got time in the pocket. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for the Saints. And even 50 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. And his throw is incomplete. Kobe Fleener, the tight end, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw again. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Martavis Bryant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And now Stafford must not be pleased with something. He's going to turn, and he signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The slot man in motion right. They'll start the drive with Artis Payne. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Benjamin, the man in motion left. In motion right is Benjamin. Again on the ground with Artis Payne. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle. So nothing there. I don't know if that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Stafford on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. In motion right is Benjamin. Stafford on first down. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Easy here. Set, lady. Hey, 22. Check, crunch. Alert. Check 26, check 26. Alert. Check 31, check 31. Hey, check 32, check 32. Hey, 59. Check 29. Big 20, 50. Check 13.
And the back goes into motion. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Set, 50. 21. Set, lady. Right there. Real right. Alert. 50.
Halfback sent in motion. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. That's complete, right around the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cameron Artis-Payne, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth.
And this is caught at the 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 51 yards.
And there's another one of those incredible highlight reel catches. One-handed, deep downfield, another big completion. I know this, partner. As a defender, I don't know how you avoid watching what they do. It's everywhere. All the highlight shows, watching it on Madden, try not to get intimidated before you go out and have to play against these guys and try and stop them.
Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A long way to go for the offense here on third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Brissett. He's going to go up top for the end zone. My goodness, it'll be a disastrous loss on the play. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. It's a 5 play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to go up top again. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's third down.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go again, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on...